Alright, so I am in Warcraft, level 18, trying to get into a battleground. I'm just kind of aimlessly wandering around right now because, well, I've been in queue for 3 hours on one of my games, and on the other one, 49 minutes. And usually this time of night you don't see anything, but basically I just wanted to get some video up so I can hear myself talk, figure out what I am getting wrong, figure out what I'm getting right, and try to go off of that. Not so much as that I'm going to do anything like this on my channel or anything like that, but it's a good little test. I just got this whole new system to where I can finally actually see WoW as it was meant to be seen, which coming from a GTX 420 video card playing this, it was still playable and it looked pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it, but the video was just not half as cool as it looks now. I mean, I'm getting all this tall grass now that's swaying when I walk through it, and I'm getting attacked. Great. I'm just trying to avoid everyone right now until I get into a battleground, and I'm still getting shot. Great. But yeah, I'm waiting for a battleground, get in there, try to kill some things real quick. My whole experience on WoW is rating's okay. There's lots of beautiful things to see. You can get up to level 85, or now I think it's 120. And if you're not that good at low level, you're probably not going to be that good at high level. But at least at low level, there's a lot of other people that suck, so you usually end up somewhere in the middle, which is perfect for gameplay because you don't want it to be too easy. You don't want it to be too hard. You want to go in there not knowing whether you're or not you're going to win, but be optimistic. So I've made almost a WoW career out of bringing characters from level 1 to 19 and battling it out. And as soon as I hit level 20, get out of it, go start another character. And over the course of the years, I probably put 140, maybe 200 characters at least into level 20 from playing these level 19 battlegrounds. And it's been the best part of the game for me. I love trying to chase down these little 12-year-old kids that are way better at the controls than me, killing it. I mean, they're killing it. So me being right in the middle, maybe on the better side of the middle, because I've been doing it quite a long time, and because I go in extremely well prepared. And that's one video I really do want to do, is show people how I make a level 19 in probably between 4 and 6 hours complete, and competing at low level battlegrounds absolutely free. You don't have to buy an account to be getting into the level 19 battlegrounds. You're limited, but as long as you prepare, and that's what I want to show people, as long as you're prepared, you can actually have a lot of fun with it and never pay a cent. Now, I like the game so much that 1 or 2 months out of every year, even now, especially now, I used to have it all the time, but even now I'll get it just to make sure that they get my cash. I've had enough fun with it. When something's really good, you got to make sure that they get your money. Comic books, movies, stuff like that. I'm not buying every movie out there, so I'll watch them. I guess it's illegally online. I don't download them or anything, but I do watch them, and if it's good, I'll go out and I'll buy it, because if you don't purchase what is good, well, that's it. They're going to stop making it after a while. So, like, even with music, I don't generally buy music because I have the radio, I have YouTube, I have MP3s, but I'm giving the White Stripes my cash. I want to make sure that they put out another one. Well, not anymore, because Jack White on his own isn't half what they were before. See if we have any of the special guy down here. No, he hasn't popped up. So yeah, I'm bored in the middle of the night, just trying to get a game, and it's not working. Oh yes, he is here. Alright, I shouldn't be doing this, but I like killing this guy. I want to see what he comes up with. Boom. And yeah, if you guys want to make comments, if anybody's actually watching this, I'm not paying attention. If you want to make any comments about the sound, what's too loud, what's not loud enough, go ahead and I'll read it later for sure. Because like I said, I'm just trying to get the sound quality worked out. This is the very first night I've even attempted anything like this. And it was actually kind of cool to know that I could get the Warcraft screen up without getting the OBS Studio box in there. And so I was pretty stoked with that. And at first I couldn't hear any sound at all. And ooh, it's kind of loud, so it's actually annoying. I couldn't get any sound at all, and I worked on that for about a half an hour. Now I got that all situated. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't too hard. And yeah, so of course I doubt I'm actually going to see a battleground tonight, but that's not the important part. The important part is just getting some sound in there. Hear myself speaking, which, you know, there's no script or anything. I'm just bullshitting right now. And there probably won't ever be any scripts. I'm just not that type of person. But if you're into video games and you've never played WoW, I'll be streaming at least a couple of times. And if you're on YouTube, let me know what your name is, and maybe we can all queue up on a battleground together. I actually don't even know what server I'm on. I've been through so many different servers since I've been playing that I don't even look anymore, but I could go ahead and look, tell you where I am, and even guide you through it. But we'll do one video on me getting a character from level 1 to 19 and getting into level 19 battlegrounds pretty damn strong. And all you pretty much have to do is follow suit. But I have a couple of friends that want to get involved with it, and so we'll get them. They probably won't be on the microphone or anything, but you'll see them talking on the screen and little bubbles and stuff. And just inviting a couple, because like I was saying, I have a game store, board games, miniatures, Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer and stuff. So a lot of my friends have played WoW, are willing to play WoW again. A lot of people that come to our board game and miniature swap meetings in Everett, Washington, they all play or have played. So I figured once in a great while as a store, I'll invite my friends. We'll all just kind of hash it out, and hopefully a couple new people will jump on in, and we can kind of keep track of who people are, because yeah, you might see me as this one guy, but on this server alone I probably have like 16, 17 level 20s that I'm not playing. And as soon as this one hits level 20, I'm not going to play him anymore either. I'm just going to go ahead and make a new guy. And it's just because, like I was saying, the game at high levels is really cutthroat, and they're snobby. Oh, you aren't playing it the right way, the way we expect you to play it, so leave. Oh, really? Like some 12-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid's telling me to leave because I'm not playing the right way. And they take it too seriously, and I'm loose. I mean, I don't even care to win. It's not a big thing with me. A lot of the games that I have in my store, Dungeons and Dragons, you don't win. You just don't fucking die. So, anyway, I'll travel around here for a little bit. I'll stay in town so it's not quite so loud on my own ears, but one day I'll get the audio right to where I hear it in my head correctly, as you guys are hearing it on your screen, and hopefully that'll be a lot better. When I was first listening to my voice, and this was before I changed some of the settings, I was getting this kind of buzzing sound, almost like an echo, and I wasn't enjoying that, but I messed around with the settings a little bit, and that seems to have gone away. But I really don't know what the sound is like for you guys. Are you hearing my footsteps in the game, or the spells that I cast? I'm pretty sure you're hearing those, but even that I'm not sure. So I'll go back and I'll watch it and I'll figure it out. And then once I get, pretty solid with it, then I'll go ahead and I'll do something with my friends. And if you guys happen to be around, you can watch it. If not, I'd rather see you actually get on WoW. Like I said, it's free. And come play with us. Because if, we have 5 or 10 people who are willing to play, then these queue times won't take so damn long. And I could get into a game, you could get into a game a little easier. And usually when it's this slow too, Alliance, the good guys, supposedly, will win most of the time. And I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's because Warcraft has had more kids want to be dwarves and elves and stuff like Lord of the Rings that they can identify, and not so much as the bad guys. And the adults seem to generally like to be the bad guys, and the adults usually aren't as serious. They're more casual, they've had more life experiences, so winning isn't everything. Where when you're younger, you're trying to prove stuff, and or at least I know I was when I was a kid, and all I proved to myself pretty much was that I've been an idiot all the way through, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. But I'm an idiot that's having fun, so hopefully we can get into a game, because I hate waiting for really long amounts of time. So I'm just going to sit up here and take a look. But yeah, if you generally wanted to be competing in Battlegrounds, there's tons of things that you can do on WoW, but if you want to be competing in Battlegrounds, give it 1 or 2 nights, get up to level 19, get some good gear, which I'll show you how to do later, and come battle it out with us. And I'm pretty sure you'll have a blast if you've never done it before. And if you have done it before, then you pretty much know you're going to have a good time, because that's what everybody likes to do. They just usually don't think to do it at low levels, but low levels just fantastic to me. And like I was saying in or at least to one of my friends, that this game has so many different aspects of it that you can play. Like, you can just be a guy that really likes raiding dungeons, so you can keep running on those. You could be a guy that's totally into PvP. You can be a person that just likes doing all the little quests. And yeah, that stuff is all good, but you can get that on video games. You can get these monsters walking, or creatures walking in computer patterns, which aren't really a surprise. So this to me is really dull. I'm coming around getting these, but chasing down another player, now that's fun. Another game back in the day on Xbox was Crimson Skies, and Crimson Skies was a pretty good game. When you're playing the 1-player version against the computer, all the planes fly in a certain pattern, and it's kind of hard, but it loses its oomph after a little while. But when you're playing player versus player and 2 people are in a plane and they're trying to kill each other, that's when it gets fun. I could liken it to maybe Super Mario Kart. Like, Super Mario Kart's fun alone, but when you're playing with 3 other friends, it's a blast. One of the most replayable games ever that I've seen when you're playing with friends. I also had an Xbox that had one of the steering wheels, and I had one of the cheap steering wheels. So if you just turned it a little tiny bit in the game, your tires like just angled off and you just went smack into the wall. So it was really frustrating even making around the track without hitting walls and turning around. And so it was absolutely no fun. But when I was playing with 3 or 4 friends that were all drinking and we all had that same kind of controller, then it was a blast. Then it was more like Demolition Derby more than it was car racing. And I get that from WoW. I get that chasing someone else down, everyone's participating. There's no just computer thing that doesn't want to talk to you or anything like that, or it's random things that they say. That's just no fun. And it does not look like I'm gonna get a game tonight. So, if there was anybody listening, I'll probably try it. This is, what's the date? October 7th, early in the morning here on the West Coast in Seattle. And I'll probably come back 2 to 3, 4 more times this week. Kind of around the 9, 10 o'clock Pacific time. And try to get out a couple of these games just to get a few friends involved and see if anyone else is interested. And YouTube is just a way for me to like go, oh, there's another guy that wants to try it. Here, pull him in and try to get him to play with us. So I don't even know if you can donate money. I've seen stupid things like that, and I don't need it. I mean, I've been broke my whole life. I just don't care. So keep your money. If you really wanted to spend money on something, go ahead and try WoW for a month and actually pay for your account. But you know what? It's actually better to try it for free. At least you'll know whether or not you like it. You haven't wasted any of your cash. You can come play with us. We're not gonna mind at all. And I am looking at the my second screen here, noticing that it's a little blurry. I think that's because I have it in 720p, but I was kind of hesitant to push it up to 1080p right off the bat. I'm not quite sure if my computer's strong enough to handle that, but I think I'll try that tomorrow night because I'm not smelling any smoke or heat coming off of my computer. So it just might be able to handle it yet. And I'm coming down into Ratchet right now. But yeah, if you do want to play with me, go ahead and make a Horde character, because I play Alliance like maybe once in a great while, and I just generally don't like Alliance. None of this starting zone, with the exception of the elf, is all that cool to me, but the elf one is fantastic. So if you just have no intention of being part of anything that I do, but you just want to give WoW a try, I would say start with an elf. It's beautiful. It's just a perfect little starting zone, especially if you have a good video card. Everything's really lush and full, and it looks fantastic. The Tauren, the guy that I'm playing now, their starting zone for Horde is actually pretty nice too. Orc, not so much. It's effective. It's pretty easy to get to Orgrimmar quick, and you can level up pretty quick. Tauren for me is real fast. I've been playing quite a few of them lately, and I like them because they have the Druid and the Pally, and I love being a Paladin. Druid, I like it, but I'm not that good at it, and most of the other ones I'm not that good at. Occasionally I'll go ahead and I'll make a Warlock, or I'm pretty good with a Priest, but a Warlock, I'll make that. I'm okay with it. Rogue, I'm awful. Fighters, any of the fighter classes that fight hand to hand, I'm usually not that good with. But, you know, these little kids, I'll get a couple of them as my teammates, and they'll do just fine. But you'll see if we can get into a battleground, the kind of damage I can do on a free account, which is somewhat impressive. I wouldn't say real impressive. But when you kill like 20 guys in a battleground and you didn't die once, you kind of feel like a pimp. Even though, yeah, I'm not pimping. So I'll probably cut this off here pretty quick, because I really don't think I'm gonna get a battleground, and I really want to hear what it sounds like. But yeah, if anybody did listen to this, tell me what you think of the sound quality. Tell me what needs to go up or down, and that'll help me out. So I'll thank you guys for that ahead of time. If not, I'll figure it out myself, and hopefully, let's see, tonight's Sunday, so I'm gonna try to be back here Monday or Tuesday night doing this one more time. So maybe I'll live cast that as well and see if we get any people that are at all interested. And like I said, keep in mind, it's free. And free is the best way to play a game to start with. And let me kill this guy real quick. Man, that's really loud in my headphones. Yeah. So I am gonna piss on off out of here, and I hope you guys have a good morning. If you're still awake, go to bed, and if you're waking up to go to work, well, ha 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 ha. Good for you. Happy Monday. Peace.